Hello, welcome to the online meeting with SWPS University. This is our third one out of series of webinars during which, with the help of experts, we will try to resolve any doubts regarding studying abroad. For the next few months, we will help you prepare for studying in Poland, and we will try to answer the questions that bother you the most. As you can guess from the title of the webinar, today we will talk about the job market in Poland. This webinar is financed by the National Agency for Academic Exchange. My name is Julia Jurek and I work for the admissions office at SWPS University. I am here today with two special guests. Vitaliy Samulyak, an employment agent at Warsaw Employment Office. Hello, Vitaliy.
Hello.
And my second guest is Arleta Błachowiak-Strzyżewska, who works at Office of Career Services at SWPS University. Hello, Arleta.
Hello, pleasure.
Before we start, I would like to strongly encourage you to check the updates on our website. There are more meetings to come, which will cover the topics of studying in Poland, practical aspects of daily life in Poland, cultural differences, and so on. My colleague Martyna is available to answer any questions you may have in the chat box, so do not hesitate to ask them. Before we begin, let's watch a short video introducing you to SWPS University.
SWPS University is not just an institution, it is a community of people, united in their efforts, their experiences, and their potential. This idea has been our guiding light since our inception, and through this, we believe that as a seat of higher learning, we must recognize problems, recognize possibilities, and take responsibility for finding solutions to challenges. We understand that nothing in life is to be feared, it is only to be understood. And only by building bridges between people and institutions, and by supporting our business partners, can we break outdated patterns. We know that numbers are important, but relationships are crucial, and therefore we focus on people. We know that the world is both a beautiful and frightening place, and that we can have an impact on social change. Therefore, we focus on hard and soft skills, but mainly on human happiness. We believe that our university's roots in psychology can provide a foundation for other areas of expertise, that a solid understanding of business allows us to better meet the needs of society, carry out projects and research, provide expertise, and implement innovation that brings together academics and entrepreneurs. That thanks to the processes and technology we implement, we can provide a comfortable work and life environment, even in difficult circumstances like the global pandemic. We popularize science in many, really many ways. And we recognize that these are effects of our work, and this, and this. We believe that this is a well-designed chair, tool, application, experience. And as one of the most active research institutions, we can foster collaboration between the most renowned experts in Poland and beyond. And that the best experts, researchers and practitioners from a variety of disciplines, can specialize in many areas, such as human development, mental health, socially responsible projects, accessible design, human rights, civil society, new technologies such as AI, UX, image management, sustainable development, management, zero waste, eco-packaging, and many other areas. We know that a modern university never stops changing. Therefore, as SWPS University, together with our partners, academic professionals and students, we look to the future with courage. Not only are we ready for what tomorrow brings, but we can also shape the future. We, the university.
Thank you for watching the video with us. Let us move on to the main part of the webinar. My first question is to Vitaliy. Can you tell us what is an employment office? What do you do there and what kind of help do you provide?
Okay, thank you for the questions. So in Warsaw was created the first employment office in Poland for foreigners. It was a special place where we have service only foreigners, and we can support many kinds of help. So one of them you can see in your screen. Yes, this is the label broker. Some professional advice, some individual course, some professional course for groups. If somebody look for a job in hotels or stores or with the children, we can help support with a sanitary book, also some kind support internship, additional financing for your own business, very popular now. Yes, support if you want to start your own business as a freelancer, for example, in Poland, you have also this kind of help. And notification, so all kind of foreigners who registrate in label office, not only in Warsaw, but also in Poland, in any kind of label office, you can help. You can have donation for nostrification of your diploma. It's very important, especially if you want to stay in Poland and work for a long time.
Thank you. Arleta, you work at the SWPS University's Office of Career Services. Can you tell us what does Office of Career Services do? Do you participate in our how do you participate in our university's community? What kind of help do you provide to our students?
Yes, I do. Well, Office of Career Services is a large department located in all of SWPS branches. So in every particular offices, there are people responsible for career coaching and counseling. For example, we are helping create resumes, curriculum vitae. We are talking about career steps. We can talk through some doubts, some concerns. Some of us is working as internships coordinators. Some of us conduct teaching classes. We do workshops, trainings such as, for example, development center, assessment center. We are preparing our students for a recruitment process. We do workshops like how to find your first job, first volunteering activity, start your career journey. We do business counseling and help students create their own businesses. We are responsible for job and internship fairs, which took place a few days ago, and we connect employers with future employees. Basically, we do everything what is needed for our students to start their careers and transform from student to employee. We are responsible for contact with alumni, and they are welcome to attend in all of our events and one-on-one consultations.
Thank you both. Now that we know what these offices do, let us talk about the job market in Poland. Vitaliy, could you tell us if there are any aspects of the job market in Poland that might be different from other countries? Is there something foreigners who seek a job in Poland often surprised with?
Okay. General need to say that the Polish job market, similarly all European market. So we can divide this market for like a visible label market and hidden. Generally about this visible, we can sharing for 20% of all the market, and need to say that we can find all these offers of the job in the internet, like job offers in special database, like a web page of the companies, what we interesting work in like online job fairs, like a social network, Facebook, LinkedIn, and so on. So this is the visible. What about the hidden? So this is general about the relationship, contacts, individuals, relationship between the people. And how to start and looking for a new experience. So we can tell that in Poland it's enough popular, like you can start for a voluntary, some practice, internship, where you can find new friends. And thanks for this, you can find faster a job. Yes. So, and need to say also that need to be open, have the open mind to take part in meetings, trainings, of course, in lectures, in university. Yes, and remember that the Polish and English must have, like in Poland. So then you come here and start your study. Remember to start intensive, learn the Polish. It will be more and generally easily for you to find a good job in the future.
Could you also share with us which sectors of the Polish job market are currently intensively developing and which have the most vacancies?
Okay, no, so this is also the questions for some statistical department who research all time the market, and we have the forecast for 2024. We can find this information in the webpage barometrzawodów.pl. I hope so you can see this in your screen now. And there you can find the all district in Poland. You can take the general information what kind of the position of the job was most look for employers, look for what employees, and let to see some of them. Of course, this is the service market, very simple to start work in some stores, in training area, in some kinds of the service. And others the same. Of course, job for a teacher, for kindergarten, and another type of take care after the elders people, and of course there is high need high level of the education, where we spoke about the IT area, we spoke about the financing, accounting. It's also the kinds of the job what you can enough easily to find and start work.
Thank you. Arleta, our international students can choose to study in Wrocław, Kraków, and Sopot, not only in the capital Warsaw. Can you tell us how does the job market look like in those cities, especially for foreigners?
Yes, job market is evolving all the time. Warsaw is open for many nationalities, languages, backgrounds, and all of them are needed. So you only have to know where to start your searching. And we have a large market of online jobs, which is still growing, and it can be the first step. But there are a lot of language schools where you can start making money while studying and using your natural skills, your native language. So Wrocław, Kraków, and Sopot are also large metropolises where all types of jobs are available, and the metropolises are still evolving, still growing. So we are witnessing the multinational organizations development, and huge companies invest in large factories in Poland. So you can find a job in all of these places because there are a good point to start building your career in Poland.
Now, the question that we hear from almost every international candidate applying to SWPS University. Vitaliy, you said that that it's easier to find a job once you know Polish. But what if I don't speak any Polish? Is it still possible to find a job in Poland? How does it look like from your experience? Do you often assist people who don't know any Polish?
Yes, I have experience to work and help find a job, look for a job people without Polish. Of course, it wasn't easy, but nevertheless, it's possible. One of the man who I help was speaking in 5 or 6 foreign language, but not Polish. Probably the recruitation time was a little bit longer. It's a take 1 or per 2 months to find a job for him, but we did it. He found a job in international company. It was probably in Google. He changed the place, removed from the Warsaw to Krakow, and start work with the Hebrew language, probably in foreign company. Of course, the international company, the English very often this is the first language. One of the students, which also I have the contact and support him, he started to work in some call center with foreign language without Polish, and he finished study, bachelor degree. He start from the as a call operator, later support assistance, later he worked in the level of the manager, and today the company sent him to the London to continue the study because he was very good. Of course, in some kinds of the easily job where you not necessarily know the Polish, there you use the application, like some delivering kind of the products, goods, or driving. So I think, of course, it's possible. It's possible to find a job also without Polish.
Thank you. That's very comforting. What documents do I need in order to work in Poland as a foreigner? Does everyone require a work permit, or can I work on a student visa, or perhaps it's necessary to legalize your stay? How does it work?
Okay, it's good and important questions. So first, we spoke about the students. This should be the students of the normally daily study. Yes, from the Monday to Friday during the day. And this student, of course, have the student's visa, and they have legally started a job without any extra documents, extra permission, and so on. So this is the market for them open. Welcome and start to work. Of course, you need to be very strong, and in our experience, many students first year concentrate on the study and learn the language, and the second year, as usual, they start a job. They probably change the daily study from the weekends, yes. But later, then you change this your students like a position in university. Then you should preparing and apply the document for permission. You have the some two chance. One of them, then you find the employer. Then in your document, in your application, you give this information about the company who want to or who hire you, and then you will have the karta pobytu in Polish. And the second, if the company is really very interested in you, the company can do the same for you, but from the company preparing for you this documents and continue your work in Poland.
In Poland, there is this identification number called PESEL. Do I need it to work in Poland? If so, how can I obtain the number?
Okay, no, it's also a little bit tricky questions, because on one hand, you not necessarily have a PESEL to start a job, but attention, to start a job. So first month, not necessary, but then you finish the months, then you need to have the PESEL, because the company should pay the tax for you, and the tax office will ask them your PESEL number. Yes, another institution like a label office, like ZUS in Poland, they're not necessary your PESEL. It's enough your document, passport now or something like this, or your ID card, what you come here. So with the PESEL, you can have a problem in start until you don't have any employer, any find employer, or don't find any job. But then you start to work and have the deal between the employer and the office who preparing and give you this number PESEL. Then you can have this, and you probably should have in Poland. You should have the number of PESEL.
Now, let's say I meet the requirements and are eligible to work in Poland. Where can I look for a job, and what documents should I prepare for a job application?
So if you have the status of the student, any extra documents. So you have the visa, student's visa, yes? And this is enough, all documents. But if you lost the status, so then you need to preparing, another type of the documents. And what about documents preparing for a job application? Of course, it's we spoke about CV. Yes, what you need as usual. It's very so this is the way, probably one way to start and find the employer by preparing good CV, sending this CV. And of course, the better and can be sometimes faster if you did it, like we say in the hidden market, just after the recommendation of your friends, yes, who just say, I know, good guy, who good worker, and tell representative in your job.
Arleta, you help our students in preparation for job applications. As Vitaliy said, one of the most important things when applying for a job is a good CV. Can you tell us what does a good CV look like?
Yes, I love that question. This is my area of expertise, my daily basis. So nowadays, a good CV is simple, is clean, is well organized. First name, last name, of course, it must contain your work experience with details, education part, field of study, certificates, trainings, volunteering jobs. And it has to have some details like where, when, and what I was doing during this experience. Don't forget about that, because it's not enough to write, I was a volunteer there and then and nothing. You need to explain what you were doing while you were volunteering. So, of course, you need to add some contact details, but please just phone number, email address. Do not show your full address with your apartment number. Do not write down your marital status, your gender. Do not do it, please. If you are adding a photo, use the professional one, not selfie, not bad quality picture of a picture of a picture. It sometimes is happening sometimes, so please do not do it. A photo on your CV is sometimes forbidden in some countries, but in Poland, don't worry, it is not. But if you're afraid, don't add your photo. It's okay. It's just okay. You don't need to do it. Add your skills, such as languages, working knowledge. You can add your interests. Don't forget, and it is really important because it can stop you at the beginning. You need to add a Polish RODO closure, and it is consent to processing personal data. So you need to add this one and just send it and wait for a good news.
Yes, so the next step, hopefully this good news that comes after we send out our CV, is a job interview. What can I expect at a job interview? Do you have any tips on how to come out well?
Yes, well, the best tip in my opinion is practice. Practice a lot. Not many people are good at something they are doing for the first time. So try as many times as you can. Go for interviews, even if you don't need a job right now. If you don't want to change your job, just search something. Just search through, job offers and go for a job interview. Practice. Go participate in job fairs. Talk with recruiters. Practice elevator speech. Meet someone in career of Office of Career Services and do the mock interview. We are doing this as well. Read something about the most commonly asked questions during the job interview and prepare some answers, but not long ones. Just think it through. Think about your strong sides, about your weaknesses. Think about it, and then you will be prepared for the questions. What you can expect? It depends on job field, because it can be different when you apply for a job to a large company with whole HR team, and different when you apply for a job in a small office or a coffee shop or a restaurant. One is important. Don't be late, act professional, and smile a lot.
How about some employer red flags? So like things that should alarm me during a job interview or even on a job offer, which suggests that maybe this is not the best place to work at.
Yes. The main reason, in my opinion, to leave job offer and walk away is when employer is acting inappropriate during interview. Asking personal questions, when you feel weird or just not comfortable during the meeting. You also need to remember about job contract. It is mandatory, so you need to sign the job contract. You need to read it twice. If you have any doubts, talk about it with someone more experienced. Do not sign anything you are not comfortable about, you are not sure about, you don't understand. Any job offer without specific tasks, requirements, firm address, without company name on it, is suspicious.
Thank you so much. So we mentioned contracts. That is great, because that is my next question to Vitaliy. So can you tell us what types of employment contracts are there? What are the main differences, and which one is, maybe if there is one, that is better for a foreigner?
Okay, just a few short things about previous questions. If you're not, if you can give the word. So, general way we can look for a job. Yes, I need important that in Polish the job is a praca, and we have very useful, very like a pracuj.pl, praca.go.pl, another big good database. Date with the offer of the jobs. Of course, some job fairs where you must take a part, where the big international company look for young students, look for young people, and they offer various kind of, like start for internships, some trainings, some kinds of cooperation with them, also in the level of their freelancing. And we have the Talents Day, which organized in all Poland, where it's directly for students, the job fair. And of course, use the application for your mobile, where you can have the offers probably every day, like a praca, like a Rockin' Jobs. Of course, in LinkedIn, you must have also your profile, which will support you and help you. And OLX is enough new popular in Poland. OLX job, you can find locally job according to district in your city, in small place or bigger. It's also very useful webpage for looking for a job. And what
Facebook
about
groups? Don't forget about Facebook groups, local Facebook groups.
Of course, the Facebook, especially Facebook's for foreigners. It's very often groups create jobs for foreigners in Warsaw, for example, in Krakow, in Poznań, Gdańsk, and so on. Yes, and of course In experience in the Facebook, we have that this is probably the job for a short period of time, but it's also good for a start. Why not? Yes. And what about the contract? Yes, of course, the type of the contracts general in Poland, we have the one main contracts like the employment contracts for the full-time or full-time job contract. It's probably the most important, where you have the standard 8 hours working day. There you have the paid vacation. You have, of course, medical insurance. Your salary is not less than minimum wage in the country, and as usual, the employer cannot fire you before the end of the contract. So all your rights is protected. Another type of the contracts, like a mandatory contracts, where you have the payment per hours. It's mean that if you work, let us see, 1 hour per day or 20 hours per month, your salary in the end of the month will be for this amount of the hour. Or if you work 200 hours or more, you will have another salary. And as usual, the employers suggest and start to cooperate, with this mandatory contract, because to stop this contract easily than employment contract. And on the other hand, you can negotiate your salary, negotiate your rate per hour in this type of the contract. You also have the insurance, and but you not have the any, like if you have sick, you don't have the pay money for this, or also you don't have paid vacation. So this is like another side of this mandatory contract. And last one, work contract. So this is for a special kind of the job, like in IT area, it's enough popular, or some work like intellectual or another. When you work in the one project, and you will have the salary at the end of the whole year project. So the work is like a temporary according to this contract. You're hiring for the fixed period of the time, and the contract is no longer after the end of the order. Yes, not will prolongate. And of course, in this type of the contract, you will not cover it by any like a label code in opposite of the employment contract, and you will not have insurance, sick leave, or holidays in this type of the contract.
Are any of the contracts better for foreigners, or is it just a matter of like my personal preferences?
No, my opinion at the start, I probably suggest to start of any type of contract would offer the employer, because I'm interested to find a job. Later, I can negotiate and to start to speak, or maybe in the first interview to speak about this topic. And let us see after the 3 months or after the half of the year, then we can cooperate. Then the employer see how I'm good. I can check how the company is welcome for me, how it's friendly for me, how I'm feeling good in this company. How generally this work for me job, yes. So then we can speak about another type of the contract, let us see, to change mandatory to the employment contract, and I think it's a normal in Poland. Of course, if the company is big, and if the company want to hiring employee for a long time, it's usually can offer the employment contract. But if you're not sure how the cooperate will belong, or you need a fixed time of the work, something like this, the better for you will be the mandatory contract.
Okay, it is common. It is common to have mandatory contract at first, but after the trial period of time, you will get the employer contract. It is really common here.
Thank you both for clearing this out. So students in Poland, not only at SWPS University, they usually need to complete an internship. So Arleta, you said that your office helps helps in finding an internship. But let's say I first want to try on my own. Where do I look for it? Does it have to be like an internship offer? So when I look at for example, the platform that Vitaliy mentioned, Pracu.pl, do I have to look for an offer of an internship, or can I look through regular job offers as well? How does it work?
Okay, at our university at SWPS, internships are a subject and an integral part of the study program. So it is a form of learning that integrates the knowledge and the theory learned in the classroom with practical application and skills development in a professional workplace setting. So students can find jobs and internships offers on virtual in university. It is internships and career tile, and then internships, then job offers. And you can look
I will
for
just
both.
mention that it's because our candidates might not know this just yet, that it's a platform that we use to contact with our students. So once you become a student, that's the platform that you will gain access to, and you will be able to use it, as Arleta said, for example, to check to check the job offers.
Yes.
I'm sorry, please continue.
Yes. I know. You can look for both. You can look for internships and for jobs. But remember, the internships or work must be related to your field of study. You can search some internships or job offers at our Facebook group pages. We have Office of Career Services has its own page, and we are posting some interesting internships and job offers. So you can search there, and you can also try to find an internship by yourself, with asking someone, with talking with people. Be proactive. Just show people around that you are searching, that you are looking. And believe me, it is as well it can be worth it, because you can find your job during just talking with people. Not you don't need to apply for a job on some kind of pages. You just need to tell people that you are looking, and sometimes it can help.
Can I do my internship during summertime? How about abroad? Can I do it in my own home country when I visit for summer, or is it like necessary to do it in Poland?
Yes, you can do the internship during summertime anywhere, basically anywhere in the world. Remember that the company has to conduct the business legally. This is important. Submit the internship application on, again, virtual in university. It's the important page, and before you start the internship, this will help the Career Services Office and International Internship Service supervisor to verify the company and your internship to be.
What if I already have a job in Poland? How can I check if it can count as my internship?
Well, congratulations if you do have a job in Poland. Yes, you can settle your internship by your professional activity. Remember that work must be related to your fields of study.
Thank you. So my last question for today is for Vitaliy. Let's say I'm not entirely happy with my new job and I wish to change it. Can I just not show up one day? I mean, there's a pretty clear message that I don't want to work there, right? Or do I have to write some kind of an official resignation letter?
Yes, so as usual, you need preparing this some kind of the letter, yes, like a termination of employment contract, if you sign the employment contract, of course. And according to the type of the contract, the period, how long you work, you need preparing this letter or months before, or 2 weeks or 3 months if you work longer than 3 years, for example. Yes. Yes, you need to be ready for this. Yes. And just I think if you think another type of the contracts, I think it's need to be fair that you are going to change a job, and employer need to preparing to find some another worker. You need to sharing your duties with the new worker who, and it's a normal. So it's nothing, nothing will be like you say. New for employer that you're going to change the job, because everybody probably in life changed the job, and it's okay. I think just need to tell and fair that you're going to have the plan and be ready that you need to still after that to work or a few days if you very short have period work experience in this job, or maybe a few months. And remember, like Arlena mentioned, that if you're signing the contract and if you find information in contract, read this is contract, please, very clearly and understandable, because I have also experienced the lady signing the contract with the employment contract full time in Biedronka. It's a common store, big in Poland, for the 1 year. And if they stop the contract faster, she should pay the penalty. And she didn't read this. And after the 2 weeks, she say, "Oh, it's too hard for me work. I'm not ready for this type of the job. I want to change." And she need to pay 1,000 zloty penalty, fortunately. So be ready also, according to the contract, before you read this very attent. And remember, in the first day of your job, you should have the signed contract.
Thank you so much. That is important to read the contract. So I believe our webinar is slowly coming to an end. I strongly encourage you once again to check out our website, where you can find a list of upcoming webinars. Make sure to register for them so that you don't miss any event. You can also book a consultation with one of our ambassadors, students or graduates from SWPS University. They can share the student experience and talk about their process of moving to Poland, perhaps even in your native language. So make sure to check it out. Martina will share the link in the chat box. I would also like to inform you that the admissions for the next academic year, which begins in October 2024, are already open, so feel free to register on our website and submit your application. We offer a great selection of programs in English, namely management, psychology, design, English studies, and computer science. You can find the details on our website. So I would like to thank my today's guest, Vitaliy Samulyak. Thank you for joining us today and sharing your experience.
Thank you very much.
And Arleta, thank you for your experience and comprehensive explanations.
Thank you.
And thank you, our audience, for joining us today and for all the questions in the chat box. The next webinar will be on June 4th, and we will talk about the psychological aspects of moving abroad and how to cope with the stress of making such a big change in your life. Make sure to save the date so that you do not miss any of the useful tips that we will share. Thank you so much for today, and see you next.